Welcome back to AMTV News. This is for you, you tinfoil hat wearing moonbats. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. It's Thursday, January 31st, 2013. It's the rise of America's lunatic fringe. That's right, you know who you are. I'm not sure exactly who the author of this article is, but I implore you to read every word of it because it captures the essence of our time. There is an amorphous but burgeoning demographic growing within America, and he details it vividly, writing, quote, "They are confused, frustrated, disappointed, and growing angrier by the day." You've heard, read, and seen their cheerleaders rant and report, sometimes on this channel, about the mainstream media, the military-industrial complex, the banksters, their bailouts, the global superclass, those seemingly untethered from accountability, and the infinite array of dubious politicians selling the next cosmetic fix. Conspiracy is around every corner, treason is up every tree, flagrant disregard for the rule of law is persistently in fashion, and collapse is always coming tomorrow. While apocalypse never seems to come, the skepticism still mounts and the hysteria blossoms. FEMA camps, indefinite detention, hyperinflation, nationwide gun confiscation, mass starvation, and depopulation schemes are more credible than their own government's press releases. Why? How did this happen? Because this growing fringe knows unemployment numbers didn't magically fall below 8% prior to the election last year. They're selectively manipulated not by a conspiracy of a few, but by the willful ignorance of the many. Because the minute they're informed the S&P 500 has reached a 4-year high and the Dow is flirting with 14,000, they don't feel hopeful. They remember the days before the crash, only to have their fearful intuition confirmed when they find the economy actually contracted in the last quarter of 2012, poignantly illustrating once again how Wall Street and its private printing press has more to do with each other than with the American economy and the common people. They are told the government has thwarted dozens of terrorist attacks, but not because there are more terrorists or they've gotten better at detecting them, but because they've blurred the lines between entrapment and bona fide investigation. Affordable health care was passed, yet prices still climb. And some families have even been priced out. It's being called a glitch now. They'll fix this too, promise. Just not right now. Guns and immigration first. War after war is evidently not war at all, according to their national leadership. It's kinetic action, humanitarian intervention, or as their president mentioned with little criticism on Inauguration Day, it's about, quote, remaining the anchor of strong alliances in every corner of the globe. In other words, empire, not defense. While their clandestine countrymen helped shuttle heavy weapons around the Middle East and even across their southern border, and with no background checks and blood on their hands, their president tries to restrict their own access to lesser, albeit what their government calls military-style weaponry. Titans of business like John Corzine lost amidst a seemingly endless rehypothecation chain. In other words, the leveraged, borrowed, and re-leveraged totals of other people's money managed to lose hundreds of millions in a big bet, drive a company into the ground, yet with insider backing through countless connections, he evaded prosecution. Yet a 24-year-old Aaron Schwartz, responsible for actually adding something to society, trying to add even more, unfortunately for him, for free, is himself driven into the ground by a federal prosecutor trying to make a name for herself. Her name won't be mentioned here. The world they live in is quite literally upside down. White is black, black is white. It should be only so appropriate, as this author aptly states, quote, when trust is gone, everything becomes an affront, a conspiracy, a power grab by the elite. When the trust is gone, the message of the lunatic fringe is afforded greater reception. When the trust is gone, the fringe becomes the mainstream. You're watching alternative media television. Who's to say for how long? Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. Follow me on Twitter at AMTV News and like us at Facebook at Greenwave TV. For more videos like these, visit amtvmedia.com, home of the AMTV network, the voice of independence.